for new episodes. Hey, welcome to That Shit Was Poetic, where we touch on all things poetic, like music, poetry, art, movies, quotes, and famous poets. I'm your host, Nikki. Okay, so let's get into it. So today's wine of choice is One Hope Pinot Noir. And it's a red blend, and it's really yummy. If you're interested, hit your girl up. I'm sipping this while recording my podcast and talking to my lovely listeners. So if you was here with me, I would get you a glass and we would pop it off. Are you guys looking forward to the versus battle with Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight? I know I am. Like, I love both of those artists. I'm more of a Patti fan, and I'm so Reds. Like, I'm Reds. I think that's going to be a really, really good battle. I believe Patti, to be honest, like, is hands down. It's not even a question, in my opinion. I would love to know what everyone else thinks. All my listeners, I would love for you to comment. I'm going to make a post and let me know what you think. Let me know if you team Patti or you team Gladys. Wait, so I know I'm late to the party. Power started. Have you guys watched it and what do you think about it? I have not watched it yet. Tonight will be the first time that I get an opportunity to watch it. I'm kind of excited. Like, I'm ready to see what's up with Tasha. Like, that's been on my mind heavy. What's up with Tasha? Last season left off with her getting locked up. So I'm trying to find out what's going on with Tasha. We're going to take a very short break, but we'll be right back. So stay tuned. It's the small things. That's the name of the poem. It's the small things that come to mind first. The text that made you smile. The way you felt after spending time together. But really, is it the small things that matter? When the bigger things begin to overshadow? Will the small things matter when you can't seem to remember what matters? Is it the small things that will save you from making wrong decisions? Is it the small things that make you smile at the thought of almost giving up? Is it the small things that make you question? Will you remember how things were in the beginning? Will the small things surface and turn into bigger issues? That was a poem I wrote about 2 months ago. And the reason I love doing this podcast is because it kind of inspires me to continue writing. It inspires me to dig a little bit deeper and also dig a little bit deeper in other artists who write. There's so many different styles of writing, and I think, if you're a beginner, sometimes you can get overwhelmed by, seeing people who are more accomplished in their writing skills, and it intimidates you a little bit. But for writing for me is basically how I feel. I have to be inspired, something that can happen during the day or night, something that's on my mind. A thought can trigger me writing a poem. So I think it's all about a feeling. Writing is all about a feeling. Small things. What are small things? What are small things to you? What does that really mean to you? For me, it's the things you really think about that stand out in the back of your head when you're going through something and you remember of something good that happened in a relationship that can bring you back from possibly a bad situation heading downhill when you're in the midst of something. when you're going through something so heavy and you think back and you think, damn, I remember this or I remember that. It's the small things that can bring you back. That Shit Was Poetic has merch, guys. If you're excited as I am, please head over to thatshitwaspoetic.storeenvy.com. That's STORENVY.com and grab our 11-ounce mug. If you're a coffee or tea drinker, listen to our podcast and sip your favorite beverage. If you love this podcast, please support our merch. So the weather is changing now, and it's kind of like almost boo season. Like, what's up? I ain't got no boo yet. Like, damn, it's about to be cold out. I don't have anybody to snuggle up with, and I want to let you guys know that I have a singles game night coming up October 17th. It's online, so check my Instagram page for those details. Instagram is Wine for Charity with Nikki. Yeah, you got to be 21 and up because we're doing a little bit of drinking on there. And you can check out how to be a part of the singles. It's a virtual event and it's a game night and it's for singles. So hit your friends up if they single. Y'all register for this event October 17th. And I hope to see you guys there. For those of you who are my listeners on a regular basis, you'll get the opportunity to chat with me and we can, conversate and have a little bit of fun and hopefully meet some potential boos. So for those of you who are following me and are enjoying this podcast thus far, tune in and make some comments. Let me know, what are some things that you would like to hear me talk about on this podcast. If you have anyone who you think would enjoy this podcast, please share it with them. That Shit Was Poetic. I'm on Instagram. I am on Facebook. I'm on Pinterest. I'm everywhere. As you all know, I pretty much say it every week, all my social media handles. And I'm also a promoter of One Hope Wine. So if you're looking for wine, you're trying to sip some wine, listen to the podcast, hit your girl up. So thanks for tuning in to That Shit Was Poetic. I'm your host, Nikki, and tune in every Friday for new episodes. To check out our old episodes, follow That Shit Was Poetic on all streaming services, Spotify or Google Play, or follow us on the Anchor app to leave a comment. To be featured in our podcast, email or DM us on thatshitwaspoetic@gmail.com or follow us on Instagram. Thanks for tuning in.